Hello, my name's Justin Porter. Welcome to my video. Today's date is the 22nd of May 2021, and today I want to talk about Satan the devil. Now, first off, I don't believe in Satan the devil, but the reason why I want to talk about Satan the devil is because religions teach that there's a devil that's responsible for all the evil in the world. Well, let's go to the book of Genesis, chapter 1, where a talking snake talks to Eve and says to Eve, "Is it really so that God said you can't eat from the pumpkin tree?" And the woman said, "God said in the day that we eat of the pumpkin tree, we will die." Don't you think Eve would have said, What the? A talking snake? Hey, and in the book of Genesis, it doesn't actually say it was the devil or Satan. All it says it was a talking snake, a serpent, a talking snake. Now, the Old Testament doesn't really talk about the devil a lot, but when you think of it, after that occurrence, the next occurrence where the devil's really spoken about is in Job chapter 14. Now, Job chapter 14, God's in heaven with all his angels, and in heaven Satan appears, the devil appears in heaven, and God says to Satan, "Where have you been, Satan?" Satan says, "I've been down on the earth, roving about on the earth." And God says to Satan, "Have you set your heart against my servant Job?" Now, this is in the book of Job chapter 1. "Have you set your heart against Job, my servant, that he's the best man on earth," basically. And Satan says, he only worships you because of the good things you give him, and he will curse you to your face if you take away all his possessions and his family. And then God says to Satan, the devil, "Well, go on, see what you can do." So in other words, God gives Satan the devil permission to go down to the earth and kill all Job's children, his family, kill all his cows and sheep, create a big tornado and knocks down his house. And then all Job's friends said, "You must have been bad, Job, because God has done this to you, because you must be sinning secretly." Even Job's wife says, "Curse God and die, Job." Now, why did God allow the devil to go down and cause so much havoc to Job if he was a good man? And why did God allow Satan the devil to tempt Adam and Eve? Adam and Eve, God puts them in a beautiful Garden of Eden. Did God say to Satan, "Hey, Satan, I've just made this man and woman, put them in a Garden of Eden. I'm going to put a magic tree there, a pumpkin tree, and if they eat of that pumpkin tree, I'll tell them they'll die. Can you go down, Satan, and tempt Adam and Eve for me? Because I'm just curious to see if they're going to eat from this pumpkin tree." Now, if you're going to go under a pumpkin tree, you have to wear a hard hat, because if you get hit in the head with a pumpkin, they hurt. Maybe God should have made pumpkin vines, which he did later. But isn't it interesting? Why did God allow, in the Bible says God knows all things. He knows all things. Why did he allow the devil to tempt Adam and Eve? And when Adam and Eve ate of the pumpkin tree, why did God pronounced a sentence of death on Adam and Eve, and then all Adam and Eve's children were going to be born to die. All Adam and Eve's children were going to be born with cancer. Little children under the age of 5 dying of cancer every year in 2021. Little kids born with epilepsy, little kids born with cystic fibrosis, suffering terribly, all because of Adam and Eve ate from a pumpkin tree. Really? Is that a loving God? And why did you let Satan, in the book of Job, chapter 1, why did you let Satan go into heaven and have a and why didn't you just kill Satan? Why didn't you just get rid of the devil? Why punish Adam and Eve's great-great-great-great-grandchildren? And the way I look at the devil was created in man's, as we were evolving, the human beings created a devil. In other words, if you're not in our tribe, you're with the devil. We worship God. Out of the 140,000 different religions on earth, we chose the right one. We're God's people. And if you're not with us, you're with Satan, the devil. So that means all the world's religions are wrong, but you chose the right religion. And so they say that if you're not with us, if you're not part of our church or our group, you're actually worshipping the devil. And Jehovah's Witnesses believe that all religions, apart from their own, are under the influence of Satan, the devil. So you chose the right religion out of all the thousands of religions, and all the rest of the people, they chose the right devil. They chose the right devil. They're all worshipping the right devil, all those other different religions. And it's really amazing when you think of the Middle East. Think of the Middle East now. There's a war going between the Israelites and the Palestinians. The Israelites think that Jerusalem was given to them by God. So that's what the Israelites think. God gave us the city of Jerusalem for our people, and you Palestinians don't belong. You're with the devil. Now in Jerusalem there's three different religions. There's Judaism, that have the Old Testament, don't believe in Jesus. There's Islam. Now Muslims believe in the year 622, that the angel Gabriel, they took Muhammad up to heaven, and Muslims have a mosque in Jerusalem. And then the Christians, who believe in Jesus, they believe in Jesus Christ, Son of God, so they all disagree with each other. All these three religions disagree with each other. We've got the right religion, and you other two are off the devil. So the Jews think they have the right religion. Christians and Muslims are off the devil. The Muslims think that they've got the right religion, and Christians and Jews are off the devil. And then the Christians believe that we've got the right God, Jesus, and you Muslims and you Jews who don't believe in Jesus are off the devil. So it's this us and them mentality. I'm an ex-Jehovah's Witness, and my beautiful wife Nicole is in the bedroom next to me in a Zoom meeting of Jehovah's Witnesses. She's gone to the meeting, and it's a Zoom meeting, and because I left the Jehovah's Witnesses, they think I'm in league with Satan the devil. Because I make these videos, Jehovah's Witnesses believe that I'm off the devil. So when her meeting's over, when her Zoom meeting's over, they have a chat room, chat room, so all the Jehovah's Witnesses talk to each other over Zoom. But if I appear on Zoom, they will shun me and snob me because I don't believe in the God of the Bible. I don't believe in the God of the Bible. And if you want to know why I don't believe in the God of the Bible, I'll say to you who are listening, do you believe in Thor, the God of thunder and lightning? We have evidence that Thor exists because we have thunder and lightning, but I don't believe in Jesus, the God of the Bible, for the same reason you are an atheist when it comes to Thor. You don't believe in Thor, the God of thunder and lightning. You believe thunder and lightning is caused by atoms in the sky, clouds, rubbing against each other, creating electricity. So, according to the Jehovah's Witnesses, I'm off the devil. Now, when you look at history, when you look at all the history of mankind, you had the Dark Ages, where the church was burning alive people at the stake because they disagreed with what the Pope said, or people were burned at the stake because they disagreed what the priests were saying, and people were burned at the stake in the Dark Ages, in the 1300s, 1400s, 1500s, for translating the Bible into English. Then you had the Salem witch trials in the 1600s, where women were accused of being witches and they were killed, executed. And if they didn't like some old woman, they'll say, oh, she's a witch, she's in league with the devil, get rid of her, kill her. So people were accused of worshipping Satan just because they're a bit weird or something. They have a different religion. And also, when you think of the Spanish Inquisition, if you questioned the church or disagreed with the church, you were actually tortured. If you were to say you're an atheist or agnostic, you would be tortured. And when you think of the religion, there's a war going out in the Middle of the East at the moment. It's basically against Jews and Muslims, basically. That's what it is. And they both believe that the other side is of Satan and they've got the right religion, they chose the right God. Do you ever hear of wars on the news where atheists and agnostics are at war with each other? Today on the news, the atheists fired rockets into the agnostic stronghold, and the agnostics have fired rockets back. It's always religious people who are getting involved in wars, always religious people who are dividing each other. Oh, you don't believe in what we believe in, you must be with the devil. Religious people molesting children. Why is it you never hear on the news an atheist or an agnostic molest a child? It's always some priest or something, or some religious institution sexually abusing children. Why is it always religion getting in trouble? The Catholic Church, for instance, and other Christian religions say priests can't get married. They're not allowed to touch a woman. So they're touching altar boys and touching children and things, Why is it with religion it causes so much division and so much hatred in the world? Why can't we just be humble enough and say, look, we don't know the answer to life's mysteries. Let's be good to each other, love each other, accept each other, and let's make this world heaven. This life that we've got now may be the only one we get. Let's make it a heaven. Don't make it a hell. We can make life heaven or hell. We can make life hell if we judge each other because of a religious belief. And also, why, if there is a God of love, if there is a God of love in the Bible, when you read the Old Testament, God killed millions of people in the flood. God is responsible for passing the death penalty on to Adam and Eve, not Satan, not the devil. In the Bible, Satan the devil only kills 10 people. So in the Bible, Satan the devil kills 10 people, but the Yahweh or Jehovah or Jesus, the God of the Bible, kills millions of people in the flood of Noah's day. And how many of those women who drowned in the flood had little babies in their tummy? And this is a God that's against abortion, So, and also when children are born with cancer and epileptic fits, it's like we're born sick. So human beings are born in sin according to the Bible. So we're born sick, commanded to be well. And it's a little bit like a doctor with a scalpel. Imagine a doctor with a knife. So you have a doctor with a knife, scalpel. He goes around the hospital cutting patients, cutting people with this knife, and then selling them the Band-Aid. And isn't God a little bit like that? We're all born sick and decrepit and in sin, and God, he's the one that cut us with the scalpel, with the knife, when we're born. It wasn't our choice. We didn't eat of the pumpkin tree. And then he sells us the Band-Aid. And I was Jehovah's Witness for 22 years. I knocked on people's doors with the Bible to try to get them away from Satan, the devil, and worship the true God, Jehovah. And when I think of it, the message of the Bible is really weird. It's like Jesus, right? Just say Jesus. You walk past Jesus' house and Jesus said, "Hey, good news. My name is Jesus. I have good news. Come here, come over to my house. I have good news." The good news is you don't have to go down to my basement. You've been walking past my house every day, ignoring me and making me really sad and upset. But the good news is, if you believe in me and worship me, you don't have to go down in my basement. In my basement, I've got boiling oil and torture rack and knives and horrible things in my basement. You don't have to go down into my basement to be tortured. No, good news. I sent my son down to the basement to be tortured for you. I sent my son down to the basement to be tortured for you. Now come, worship me. Tell me how great I am. And you can come up to my attic in the sky and live forever and tell me how wonderful and good and beautiful I am for the rest of eternity. Would you keep walking? I know I would. By then, have a nice day. I've got to get home. There's a loony over there. So when you think of the Bible message, and is it really so? I mean, even Satan said to Adam and Eve, is it really so that God said you cannot eat from the pumpkin tree? And why did God put pumpkins on trees? Why didn't he make pumpkin vines? If you get hit in the head with a pumpkin, if you're standing under the pumpkin tree, well, So it's just really sad, really. And as I said, that's all I want to say today. And if you enjoyed this video, don't thank me, thank Satan the devil, because without the help of Satan the devil, I couldn't have made this video. So with the help of Satan the devil, I made this video. So in the comments, just say how wonderful Satan the devil is, and I'm sure he'll get you a beautiful spot down in hell. I believe they're having a disco party in hell every night. Apparently it's party night every night in hell, So it's just silly, when you think of it really. If you're not with us, you're with them. It's an us-them mentality. God's on our side. In God we trust, but you're not with us, you're of the devil. And just look at history. It speaks for itself. Now, I'm just going to check my list, because to see I've gone through all the things I had to write down. Right, let me think. Right, rightio. Right. I just got to look to see if I've. Right. Okay. Yeah, and one thing I do want to say, as a Jehovah's Witness, if you are a Jehovah's Witness watching this, I'm not having a go at you. I really do love you. But I do believe that you're brainwashed by a religious cult, like I was for 22 years. And also, if you are an ex-Jehovah's Witness, do you have dreams? I have dreams at night where my family and friends who are Jehovah's Witnesses, they talk to me in my dreams, and have parties and picnics and get-togethers, and they talk to me in my dream and tell me how much they love me and things in my dream. They're really nice to me in my dream, and then I wake up in the morning and I wake up to a shunning nightmare where in real life I get shunned by Jehovah's Witnesses. Yesterday I didn't get shunned today, funny enough. Today I went to Aldi, and that's the only shop I went to, and I wasn't shunned, my wife and I, Nicole. But yesterday I went to a shop and I got shunned once. On Thursday I got shunned 3 times. 3 times. I average about 4 times a week shunning, but sometimes I'll get shunned every day. Sometimes I'll go a week without being shunned, but when I bump into Jehovah's Witnesses, when they see me in surprise, they look like they've seen a ghost, but if they see me up ahead, they kind of take a different route, like they're so scared of me, and I don't know why. Because I have information about the religion, and I know things about the Bible that's not true. It's not true. And religion just makes people scared. Now I'm an atheist agnostic. What I mean by atheist agnostic, I don't believe in any man-made religions. I believe all the religions that are out there on the earth now are wrong. They're all man-made, all man-made. But I do say agnostic because agnostic, I do believe there is something out there, something in the universe, some power, some magical power that is responsible for everything we see, some force or power. It's magic. For all the beautiful birds we see and the beautiful ocean and the mountains and the trees, there's some force responsible for all that. I don't know what it is. I think it's evolution. And scientists are discovering things all the time. And as we move on into history, we will discover things about the world that we live in and that magical power that we don't understand. And you can call it God, I call it Mother Nature. So I am spiritual. I am very spiritual. And but I do dream. So if you're an ex-Jehovah's Witness, if you are ex-Jehovah's Witness, write in the comments, do you have dreams that your family and friends who are shunning you in real life, you have get-togethers with you and they talk to you and, I have, it's really weird, it's really strange. They're so nice to me in my dreams, but in reality, they're just like they look right through me like I don't exist. And if you are a Jehovah's Witness, I highly recommend that if you don't want to watch ex-Jehovah's Witness videos because they're apostate, they're of the devil, why don't you watch videos on ex-Scientology, the Exclusive Brethren, ex-Mormon videos, ex-Christian videos, ex-Christian pastors, why they no longer believe in the Bible, and watch videos on people who've left the religion and why did they leave religion. Even ex-Muslims, why do Muslims leave the religion? Why do Scientologists leave their religion? Why do Christians leave their religion? Buddhists leave their religion? It's very interesting, because maybe these religions are just made up by ancient people who didn't understand life. If somebody had an epileptic fit in the Bible, they'd say that person is full of demons. So a little 5-year-old child has an epileptic fit, they're possessed by the devil. That's what they thought in Bible times. A little baby had a fit, epileptic fit. That baby's possessed by the devil. That's what people thought, If someone was born blind or deaf, you must have been bad in the last lifetime. So a little child who's born in a wheelchair with cerebral palsy, that child must have been bad in a past life and they've been punished for something. No, that's not true. People do evil things in the world. They commit horrible crimes, evil acts, and they blame Satan, the devil, for those evil acts and evil crimes. Well, they should blame themselves for those evil crimes, because who commit the evil crimes and the evil acts? It's people. And we have a responsibility to make our own justice in this life, punish evildoers, to stop crime. People must be punished for their crimes that they commit, and don't blame God or don't blame the devil. Take responsibility for our own actions. And we all have these animalistic desires in us, which I call sin. A religion calls it sin. We all have these animalistic desires in us that we must keep under control. We must control these, if you're racist or you're sexist or you lust after women or whatever, if you have any deviant things in you, it's not from the devil. That's human nature. We have to curb. The human instinct is, well, kind of an animal. You'll see seagulls steal hot chips off other seagulls, and you don't hear this, hey, that's my hot chip. Hey, I had that hot chip. Don't you dare steal from it. See, seagulls steal hot chips from each other, It's just these instincts that we have that we must keep under control. We all get angry, but we don't murder. We all can lust. Oh, they look so gorgeous, that person, but you don't go rape someone. So we have all these desires that we have to keep under control. We have to keep all these animalistic desires that we have under control if they harm some other human being. And that's what I call sin, just these desires that we've got to curb. Like racism, we don't go killing everyone just because they're of a different tribe. We learn to say, well, they're different than me, they look different than me, but I'm going to try to live in harmony with them, because if I live in harmony with that different tribe, it'll make my life better, and it'll make their life better. And when they look at me, when they look at my tribe and think, oh, they're different from me, they're a different nationality from me, I hate them because of their difference. They're different from me, so I hate them and they must be of the devil. No, it's a better world if we all get on with each other and don't judge each other because of race, religion, sexual preference. Let's all get on together in harmony and stop judging each other and saying, if you're not with us, you're of the devil. You see? Because those same people are doing it to you too. You're not with them, so you must be of the devil. It's really weird. As Jehovah's Witnesses, we got taught that all Christian religions, if they didn't worship Jehovah God of the Bible, even if they said they worship Jesus, we used to teach that they were still worshipping the devil. And I've had born-again Christians say to me when I was a Jehovah's Witness that I was under the influence of Satan, the devil, because I was a Jehovah's Witness and God was on their side, but I was being misled by being a Jehovah's Witness and I had the devil on my side. And then I used to think, no, they've got the devil on their side because they don't worship Jehovah God of the Watchtower. And that's the thinking. So I'm going to go now, and if you like this video, in the comments, don't thank me. Thank Satan the devil, because he helped me produce this video, and I couldn't have done it without the devil's help. The evil devil. So I'm an evil, misled black sheep, because I don't believe in Jehovah God. And I don't believe in the Bible or the Quran or the Bhagavad Gita or the Book of Mormon or the Vedas or any Scientology book. I just believe that we have to get on together and be humble enough to say we don't know what this life's all about. It really is a mystery. We don't know what happens at death. We don't know why we're here or where we're going or where we come from. Oh no, I do. I come from my mummy's tummy. I come from my mummy's tummy. And you know what state I was born in? What state I was born in? Naked. I was born naked. That was the state I was born in. So I have to say goodbye. It's a half an hour talk. You may applaud.